Ahoy! I fixed my camera. It only took 19 episodes to do it. Hello and welcome. Thank you for taking the time to watch this YouTube series. I am so appreciative of your support of the stream. As always, take a second to like the stream, follow me in all the links in the description, leave a comment if you feel so inclined. Thank you to those of you who become members by hitting the join button. 18 was more dwarven nonsense. And now we're going to... It's not really nonsense. It's important to them. But it's getting frustrating because we're like... Every minute we're down here dealing with political bullshit. We're not fighting the Darkspawn. But here we are. We stand at the door of the mob. So it's going to be an interesting episode. Strap in. I'm grateful to have you all here. And I hope you enjoy this episode as much as you have hopefully enjoyed the episodes leading up to it. Alright, let's do it. Suspicious door. We're gonna stick our finger in the hole.
Yes.
Yes! This door appears to be made of solid stone. There are no visible means of opening it. On closer inspection, there's a small slot concealed in a fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger. Put the finger bone token in the slot. Door unlocks.
I'm off.
Ooh, baby. Carta Dorman. Oh, man. What's up, fellow Carta people?
What's the password?
Uh-oh.
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Well... This is off to a great start. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, what if the password was actually uh-oh, and I got it right? Alright, not good. This is kind of a cool area, though. Ephils, thank you for the 9 months of Prime sub. I appreciate it. What is this? Large flawed ice crystal. How do you do, fellow Carta? Victoria, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. You fabulous human. Alrighty. Now, are we just in the deep... So we're just, like, basically in the deep roads. Oh, what's up? Yo, how do you know I'm... Oh, there's a trap there. Okay. He says as the trap goes off. Matt, thank you for gifting a sub to Lady. Appreciate it. Achievement unlocked. Battery. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Oh! How do you do? Like, I could be here to help these guys, and they're just like, nah, there's no possible way this guy's here to help us. Kill him. Now, I would like to point something out. Despite the fact that we're in the deep roads, look how nice these accommodations are. If you're wondering why anybody would actually choose to join the Carta, aside from just them using force and manipulation, this is why. It's really easy to take advantage of folks who are poor because of the need for resources. When you don't have food, when you don't have consistent housing, when you don't know where is safe for you, and society literally lets people shit all over you, the prospect of having somewhere protected to sleep, somewhere that has armed folks who will protect you and your interests, who can put food on your table, you will compromise a shitload of morality systems in order to be part of that system, because ultimately that's how you survive. So in a lot of ways, I feel terribly for these people. I really want to make sure that I reiterate that when you have stuff like this going on, it is indicative of the broader system and the people who are in power in that system, more than it is these individuals. Is it great what they're doing? No. They're dying because they're attacking me like this. They are manipulating other poor folks to their cause. But this exists because of a lack of understanding of the way things work in the nobility. Not because these people want this to be their go-to. Most people wouldn't choose this if they could. It's a necessity in order to choose that. It's no different than people who join gangs in poor areas of the country. You join gangs because you get to belong. You get a sense of safety. They provide for you. They give you connection where you have been cast out and forgotten by the broader system. It's why people join these subsets that are ultimately problematic for them. But if you're in their shoes, you'd likely entertain the possibility of joining those two. Very important to understand that. Like, these are pretty nice, and you're away from Dust Town. You're away from Orzammar. You're away from guards coming down here and kicking you and pushing you around just because they want to. I'd probably entertain the idea of being down here too. Jammer's Stash. Been a profitable season, Kanky. Cutthroat too, so we got to be careful. I'm taking my half topside so I can get a good price. Your half's in my stash box. It's got one of Peek's locks on it. Standard drill. You need the 3 pieces of junk from our common chest to even try to open it. She's setting them up high-low because you got the best eye for the value in this dig. So yes, I faked some loot. Take only the cheapest looking piece in each chest, and you'll be able to open the stash box. I wired the expensive looking stuff as bait. You take the right one or you don't, and if you don't, hope you like having a limp. Good luck, Jammer. Oh, all right. Jammer's Stash. Take the cheapest item in each of Jammer, Kanky, and Peek's common chest to access Jammer's stack box. Take only the cheapest from each or risk a grievous injury. Well, this is interesting. So, wait a minute. Where's the lockbox? I don't think it's this. Alright, we're going to go explore further. We're going to see what that's all about. Easy, Alistair. Hot damn. So we got more wooden crates. Dwarven longsword. Not interested. Who's this guy? He's like a random ass human with these guys. Dwarven massive armored gloves. Great sword. You gotta be a special kind of dumb to say, there's a guy with a sword in front of me, about to strike me, let me pull out my crossbow. Yeah, it's not a great look. How do you do? Man, if I played this on anything other than easy, this game would take forever to finish. If I had to make every single one of these engagements a tactical endeavor, it would be awful. I keep thinking about that. Every time we engage with these guys, it's like, oh my god, this could be like a full tactical breakdown every single time. Still remember that Mass Effect level with the monkeys that took like 2 hours to clear? Oh my god. The Pyjacks was terrible. Oh, a Canary mercenary. Holy shit. Ooh. Brutal every time, man. Emerald costume ring. Gold costume ring. Silver costume ring. Codex stuff. You need more Codex stuff, BioWare. Whoa. Man, you'd think these guys would have given up by now. Like, decimating their forces. Like, if I'm these guys, I'm thinking, whoa, this guy made it all the way through our other guys. Maybe we should hear what he has to say. Maybe we ought to, like, try to be diplomatic and work with the guy. Nope. We're just gonna react. We're just gonna fight. We're gonna assume every single thing that happens is an act of aggression. And that there's no way this man can be reasoned with. Their lack of willingness to give me the benefit of the doubt will be their undoing, although it is understandable why they do not give me the benefit of the doubt. mean, I'm not entitled to the benefit of the doubt by them. What I'm suggesting is that they use the variables that are happening, which is that right now, this is a mess for their brethren. And maybe I could be reasoned with. Oh, I can't just imagine it, enthusiast. I'm freaking doing it. Kidding me? I'm getting Capone and his lackeys all in one fell swoop tonight. Work, team. Studded leather armor. Nope. Not gonna cut it. Nothing but garbage down here. Nothing but garbage down here. Is this an all-warrior team? This is a warrior, a golem, a Templar, and a rogue. Who's in the main squad? Myself, Shale, Liliana, and Alistair have been who I've been rolling with through the majority of the game. Disarm failed. Oh boy. Nice. Good job, Liliana. Man, she is so useful. I mean, we all could have probably just stepped over that, but you know what? Liliana is MVP right now. Oh! Oh, that was close. Hell yeah. You're not gonna fool me with that trap, fellas. Ooh, we're in the jail. And they have their own prison system down here? Holy shit. Guys, look at me, look at this. Oh no, oh no, oh, Alistair, please, help us out. Oh, we're doomed to rot down here. Oh, they're so powerful. The Carta is just so strong. How will I ever get out? Oh, that's right. Fucking killed your leader and got the key.
Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia. Please, help me.
I sure don't. Come on out, friend.
Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
All for a stupid... Damn, that sucks, man. Man. You get jailed by the Carta. You watch your friend die in the cell next to you. Brutal stuff, man. Like, that guy's gonna add... There's no way that doesn't have lasting impact on the guy. Awful, man. Like, where do you turn? The trauma of that is astounding. Because that guy's got no recourse. The Carta throws this guy in jail for whatever it is that he did, and it's not like he can go report the Carta. The nobility's not doing anything. They don't give a shit about the casteless. Like, the casteless are so ridiculously powerless in this system that you are just constantly just being ground to a pulp. Terrible, man. Like, there's no hope. There's no representation. There's nothing to hang your hat on in terms of, like, feeling like the system has got your back. It's terrible. Oh. Okay. Hello to you, too. What is this circle? Why am I being circled? This is like when I played Elden Ring and that guy kept circling with me with shit and there was just no way to get out of it. Better not be what this is. I am really interested in the fact that there are Qunari down here. I wonder what Sten would think about that. Don't spoil stuff, Chaotic. I don't know that we knew that. This is your warning. Oh, this is a common box. Jammer's common box. Iron, red steel, steel. Iron would be the cheapest. Oh, is that why I got messed up when I took all 3 rings out of the last one? God damn it, I messed this up when I opened that chest. Fancy vase. Chests are sort of a puzzle. It's not that advanced. It's basically take the thing of least value out of every chest, and my dumbass took every single ring out of that one without thinking about it. So it's not going to matter. I'm not going to be able to... Dude, give me that XP. Jill always looks fabulous. shale is fabulous. What are you doing down here, elf? Now I'm the only recognizable elf down here.
Yes.
You could say I've gotten ahead.
Yes.
You should boo me. I deserve to be booed for that. Peaks common box. Fluorospar, garnet, or malachite. I don't know which one. What? Garnet.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still holding on to that bag of limbs. Can't unlock. Could you? Oh, hell yeah. Love that. Yoshi, thank you for the raid. Spider alert. All that for a small metal round shield. BioWare, I love you, but man, you really gotta make the rewards for doing shit like that a little more worth it. What the hell? The loot in this game is subpar. Oh, I got the autosave before going through that door? We're not going there yet. What up? So many of them down here. Ooh, we got tame deep stalkers down here. Tame Bronto. What is a Bronto? Thing looks cool as hell. You think there's white Brontos? Do you think maybe a guy on a white Bronto got chased down the Deep Road Highway? And it was like nationally televised underground? To all the dwarves? Change the entire way the dwarven judicial... Okay, never mind. Can't open this because my dumbass screwed up the rings. Alright, so nothing really that interesting down here. Alright, what's through this door? Time to find out. I bet it's Our Lady. There she is.
So Balin finally realized his throne means nothing if he can't hold it, yet he still doesn't bother to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen.
We don't have to fight. I just want to talk. I've been trying to tell everybody that we don't have to fight, and they've been just attacking me, alright? We do not have to fight. Let's talk. She's awful cocky.
Hardly convincing when your blades are covered in my men's blood. Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
Okie dokie. Guess nobody wants to talk. Jesus.
I'm going to
I tried. I know what I'll do. I'll go position myself between the explosive barrels. What?
I'm going to wear your pretty teeth around my wrist.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm going to wear your pretty teeth around my wrist.
The leader's dead, guys. You don't have to keep fighting me. So that's that, I guess. I mean, what a bummer. It didn't have to go that way. I would have loved to have gotten more context. Card a key, 2 gold. Man, she's packing. She's all, I'm gonna wear your teeth as a bracelet. Spiked maul. Ooh, I don't use two-handed weapons, though. What do we have in here? We got a chest. Just chests galore. Another love letter. Dear Sir John, your ministrations, while well-intentioned, hold no promise. Do not despair, for it is not you, it is me. I already read that one. Man, I hate that these are not in order. What are... To weareth lowstone, age, race, height, I care not for the differences others perceive, but matching your helmet to my tunic for the amusement of standing in line with your new silent sisters, invited attention where none was desired. I will not suffer your company again. Allison Highover. Scribble below. Gonna miss knocking heads with those girls. Alright. Anything else in here? No. You need a key. You used a key. Sure did. What do we have here? Maybe a way out, perhaps? Yeah. I go everywhere there was to go. So it would seem. Well, that was fun.
God, by all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall!
I'm sorry, man. Sorry about that.
What will my customers think when they come in here and see this hole? There better not be more of your troublemaking kind crawling in after you. I swear, this city is going to the criminals and the nugs.
Oh my god, we literally did just bash our way. I'm sorry, Jannar.
You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop?
Do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
Oh, that's the girl that wants to become a mage. Yeah, she left. I feel like I think it's okay for me to tell him she left. I mean, I originally was like not gonna really get myself in the middle of this, but like she left. So do you know she left? Because if you don't know she left, well, I don't know. Well, maybe it's not a good idea that he knows. Now I think about it. Maybe it's not my place. It's not my place. No, she hasn't been any bother.
Oh, good. Well, let me know if she does trouble you any.
And here's why, because it could be dangerous for her. I don't know the nature of the relationship between her and her dad. I don't know if her going to the tower is something that could actually put her in danger. So this is why it's so important to be mindful of when you engage in the affairs of other people when you are not directly involved. You never have the full context for something. And that's even if you know people well. If you don't know people well, meddling in people's affairs is incredibly misguided, and oftentimes people are doing it because of their own sense of anxiety, conviction, or value instead of actually paying attention to what other folks need or what that system calls for. Her going to the Mage Tower could be the greatest thing that she's ever needed to do. Sure, it's dangerous, but ultimately it's her decision to do that, and if we tell, and maybe that's her way to get away from this guy. We don't know. But I'm not about to just go up to this guy and say, yeah, she went to the Mage's Tower, and put her in danger when it's totally inconsequential to me whether she left or not. There's just no reason for me to say that. So this is where being mindful of the concept of triangulation so that you do not overly insert yourself into the affairs of things that don't consider you is really important. Because maybe he's totally well-intentioned and thinks it would be fine. Maybe not. I'm not really willing to take that risk, given that it doesn't have any effect on what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. Are you part of the Smithcast?
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
I'm not even a dwarf. I should get going.
You're welcome back if you change your mind. And
Thanks.
you needn't bring a lot of coin. We also accept items in trade.
Yeah, sorry again about your store, big dog. All right, well, I suppose Balin will be most pleased. I am injured, so I'm going to use that on myself. Cure my headache. Shale, how you doing? Good? Liliana, good? Alistair, good? Alright. Okie dokie. Balin, I've done thine bidding. I'm really sad that we didn't get more context for the Carta. I would have liked to have had more information there. How wild would it be if we learned that, like, Harrimont uses the Carta?
Grey Wardens endorse anarchy in Orzammar.
Or if we learned that Balin does.
Lord Harrimont, furious at the Grey Wardens' interference. claims no one can stop his plan.
Like, it's really a shame she wasn't willing to talk. But, whatever. Actually, I think he's in the Royal Palace, isn't he? Here we go. Oh, Balin. What's up, dog?
Well, you've simply outdone yourself. They're talking all over the city about how someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like genlocks.
Most of them had no choice. It wasn't fair to kill them.
It's a little late to trouble yourself now. You have done the city a great service. I promise as soon as I take the throne, I will send the troops you need.
When you take the throne, what good does that... I get it. I get it. I understand he has to have power in order to wield it. But, dude, when's that gonna be? Darkspawn don't wait for this shit.
Unfortunately, I cannot say when. While many Dashers appreciate my ending Jarvia's threat, Harrimont still holds great loyalty.
You didn't end shit, I
I
did.
need something more dramatic to shift the balance.
What are you getting at?
What do you know of the Paragon Bronca?
I know she disappeared into the deep roads and that she was a smith and an inventor.
2 years ago, she heard of something the ancients created. It inspired her to leave everything behind and venture into the deep roads. She is the only paragon in 4 generations, and she turned her back on her responsibilities. A paragon is like an ancestor born in this time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged.
Why did you have me do all that shit with the Carta when this was the big ask? Why didn't we just go to this directly? Oh my god. We don't even know she's alive. How do you know she's even there?
She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harrimont is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead only to have him take credit for finding her.
What do you think she'd support you? Like, do you actually think that?
I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However, if the deep roads have addled her wits, it might be best she not return before the kingship is decided.
Holy hell, I hate this. What? Say the subtext out loud, man. Are you saying I should kill her?
I would never say that. She is a paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the deep roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary.
Oh, Lord. I really hate this. I really hate how... I mean, he's being overt with me, but the level of covert action happening here, essentially triangulating Branka into this without her consent. I mean, me showing up there is on false pretense. Now, that said, I could go find her and just be like, yo, vote for whoever the hell you want. I'm sick of this shit. Like, I do think there is merit to me finding her. And you know what? If she says I'm voting for Harrowmont, fine. I don't care. I think it's in my best interest to find Branka. I don't think I have to commit to doing anything. I don't have to say to him, I don't have to convince her. See, there's this thing that happens sometimes where people forget the level of autonomy that you have at every step of a process. Just because you do the first step of a process doesn't mean necessarily that you have to commit all the way through. Me saying I'll go find Branka is not me saying I will go find Branka and then I will convince her to vote for you. I'm simply committing to going and finding her. I don't have to act on Balin's will when I get there. I could just assume get to Branka and be like, yo, there's a bunch of bullshit going on. Here's what I've seen. And then work with her to help make an informed decision based on everything that I know. So be careful when you make certain commitments and recognize that it behooves you to see that you have agency at every step of the process. Just because you are continually more cost sunk into something does not mean that you are required to follow through with it, particularly when it is not in your best interest to do so. We tend to put a huge premium on commitment, and there is merit to that, but there are times where you do not have to necessarily follow through on a commitment, especially if it's not in the interest of you or of those around you. Dauntless, Jay, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it immensely. If y'all didn't know, I am sponsored by Dauntless Snacks. I'm partnered with them. Dauntless Snacks are the most delicious meat sticks you'll ever eat in your entire life. If other other meat sticks are dwarven politics. They're the dwarven caste system. Okay? Dauntless Snacks are utopia. Dauntless Snacks, there's no caste. There's no bullshit leadership. There's no backdoor bullcrap politics. It's just honest ingredients that make your tongue dance with bliss. That's it. Dauntless Snacks is a society you want to be a part of. You go to the dauntlesssnacks.com. You use code UMatter at checkout. You get 10% off your utopian beef sticks. Get out of the dwarven caste system of other meat sticks and get in the absolute utopia of Dauntless Snacks. Thank you for the raid, Jay. Appreciate you, man. All right, I'll find her.
Then we will both go down in history as a paragon savior.
No, you aren't going
So
down
far,
as shit.
My men have traced Branka to Caridin's Cross, an ancient crossroad lost to the Darkspawn 4 centuries ago. Her trail ends there. Perhaps with your warden's expertise, you can find what my men could not.
What if she doesn't... I'm not even gonna... You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. Where's Caridin's
You
Cross?
must enter the deep roads through the mines. To protect the city, that's the only path we leave open. Caridin's Cross lies many miles deep into the tunnels. It was once a main thoroughfare, but before Branka, no one had stepped foot there in generations.
I'll leave right now.
You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
I am not committing to swinging her over to Balin's side. I'm really not. I am also somewhat curious to see what happens with I'm interested to see what happens if I go talk to Harriman. Oh, I need dexterity for this. Alright, we'll wait till I have more dexterity. Liliana. I don't need to have her archery up. Getting some big plans going. 4 new flavors of beef sticks. Yo, I saw that, Jay. By the way, if you want my vote, mango habanero is my vote. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? Yeah, we're gonna go find Bronca, and then we're gonna let her do whatever the hell she wants, because I'm not really in the business of trying to, like, Balin's shooting himself in the foot here a little bit. And I think it's worth me talking a little bit about this, that loyalty, interpersonally, is not something that people are entitled to, nor should they take for granted. Something that strikes me about Balin and how he has handled us is that he is just expecting that we're going to follow whatever it is that he wants because he thinks it's important. And he is assuming that the people that follow him or vote for him or empowered by him believe as strongly about the stuff that he does. And because he's not taking the time to be consistently mindful of how to cultivate relationships, in this case with me, he is starting to take me for granted. He is assuming that he's got us. If you assume that loyalty is something you get and then don't have to maintain, you are incredibly misguided. It is on all of us to consistently maintain our relationships, to constantly check in on them, to ensure that they are attended to. Otherwise, it starts to get a little bit too one-sided. And I think Balin right now is faltering in making sense of where I'm coming from. His leverage right now over me is that I am in desperate need of people to help fight the Darkspawn. And so he thinks I'm going to be willing to do whatever as long as he promises that he will deliver troops. And he is sorely misguided by that. If he keeps putting me on these fool's errands, or if he keeps assuming that I'm going to advocate for him, he's going to lose me. Because he has done absolutely nothing really to empathize with where I'm coming from in any of this. And it's very frustrating. He could try to start organizing people, but he just used me to blow out the cartel, and he's sitting there taking credit for it, even though I'm the one getting my hands dirty. He's sitting in his nice little cutesy bedroom right now saying, hey, Dr. Mick. However he sounds. Hey, Dr. Mick, go do this. We will be seen as the Paragon Saver. No, we won't. I will. You dipshit. Why don't you get in my party? Come down to the deep roads with me. Get your hands dirty. That's what's going to get you votes. That's what's going to get you support from people in the trenches. Send your ass down there into the trenches and get them. Come with me. No, I prefer soft pillows and the warmth and the light. You go, Grey Warden. Get your hands dirty for me. I don't like people who try to co-opt accomplishment. Not fond of it. Now, am I gonna make this a personal vendetta against him because of that? No. I'm going to continue to try to do what I think is right.
Endorsed by the Grey Wardens. Darkspawn, already.
But this is turning in, I mean, the amount of time at this point. It's starting to feel like we're wasting time down in Orzammar more than anything else. I mean, this is like absolutely ridiculous, the amount of shit that we're having to do in order to get this place shored up. And I don't even know that we're going to have enough dwarves to really be able to make a dent in this by the time all this is done.
Stranger, have you seen a Grey Warden hereabouts? I hear tell that he, or was that she, you understand this was several flagons ago, was setting out to search for Branka on the Prince's own orders.
I gotta make a judgment call on whether this is a good idea. Do I identify myself? I mean, I know I can hold my own in a fight, so I'm not really worried about that. I am the Grey Warden. I'm gonna identify myself. I think that's probably in my best interest here. We're gonna cut to the chase here.
Well, if you're the best they got, then standards must have fallen way down. But I suppose that would account for an elf being down here. Say, could I ask you a favor?
Could I ask you a favor? Let me just shit all over you and then ask you if you can do me a favor. What a dumbass. Really? So, elven marginalization has made its way down into the dwarves. Like, this guy literally just totally diminished me and my accomplishments and everything because he sees an elf. Says it out loud. And then says, could I ask you a favor? I'm not a doctor. I don't have the ability to do a reduction on the massive balls you have to attempt to ask me for a favor after you shit all over me. I'm not that kind of doctor, big guy. That's how you butter somebody up to ask for help?
Name's Ogren. And if you've ever heard of me before, it's probably all been about how I piss ale and kill little boys who look at me wrong. And that's mostly true. But the part they never say is how I'm the only one still trying to save our only paragon. And if you're looking for Branka, I'm the only one who knows what she was looking for, which might be pretty sodding helpful in finding her.
Why haven't you gone after her yourself?
Believe me, I have. But where she was going, it's a lost tag. No one's seen it in centuries. I searched as far as I could, but it would take teams of warriors searching weeks on end to cover enough ground to hope to find it. Which I assume is exactly what Balin's scouts have done. And they give the fruits of their labor to you. But they haven't found Branka herself. And that means whatever they've got, it's not enough if you don't know what she was looking for. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Will you behave yourself?
It's the deep roads. I'll kill Darkspawn. Outside of that, what difference does it make? Bronca was a brilliant girl, but half the time she'd add 2 and 2 and make it 50. You want to find her, you need someone who knows how she thinks.
Well, she took 2 13 and a halves. By 2 13 and a halves, I mean 2 12 and a halves. If she took 2 12 and a halves and 2 12 and a halves and she added them together, she would have 50, so... Sounds like we have a deal, then.
You should know that Bronca was looking for the Anvil of the Void. The secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caradon built it. And with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Bronca planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caradon's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
Why do you care so much about Bronca?
Why? We were sodding married until she left me and took our whole house into the deep roads on her mad quest for the anvil. It was a stupid move. If I'd been with her, she'd have made it back years ago. But I forgive her.
Just a tiny little detail. Just a teensy-weensy little detail. I'm glad he gave it to me now. Holy shit. Way to bury the lead, big guy. God. Oh. He also said we were married. He didn't say we are. Oh my god. Balin gave me a map. I can get to Caradon's Cross.
If we're going, let's get moving. Bronca's not gonna sodding find herself.
He have to come with me? Ogren. I suppose he probably does. But who do I get rid of? I don't... This is really interesting, because I guess I probably need him. Oh, man. I'm gonna take him instead of Alistair. Alright, let me think through this for a minute. Do not spoil, chat. Not that hard. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Gotta regroup here. This is why I hate when... Don't do it. Y'all been warned. Completely throws off my decision making when you give me information like that. I know I'm very rigid about it. The entire point of these playthroughs is to talk through my thought process. When y'all give me information that I don't have available to me, it ruins the whole thing. Alright. Because I can't unknow that. So I'm bringing Shale because Shale's a bunch of muscle. Liliana has been incredibly helpful and stays mostly diplomatic about stuff. Now, I don't know if bringing this guy with me is a good idea or not, because he might be... He's got his own personal convictions here for Branka, as somebody who's married to her. I could get more information. He also was pretty abrasive when we first got with him, and I don't know the extent to which I can trust him, and this is a ridiculously important endeavor. Oh, man. So I got to work with the variables that I know. Alistair, I don't know if he is particularly necessary, but I think he's able to stay a bit more neutral here. The management of... What's his name? Managing Ogren... God, I wish I knew more about him. I wish I knew more about him. I really want to know. If I think about this, oh man. I wouldn't bring him because I don't know him. He already said he's coming no matter what, so I suppose I could headcanon that he's with me. And I don't know if I can trust him in battle. I don't know what extent he's going to have influence on Branka. She could certainly ask about him. I don't... Ah, man. Nah, no. I can't take him. I'm not going to take him. I'm taking Alistair. Codex, Ogren. I'm not saying I should be your first pick for a dance partner at the inaugural ball, but in the Deep Roads, I'm your man. Ogren of House Kondrat was once a promising member of the warrior caste. His house was not especially high-ranked, but many of its members, Ogren included, had won notable victories in the provings and were considered to be rising in prestige. When a Smith caste family with plenty of money but no political connections offered their daughter in marriage, his family accepted the match, and then everything changed. His wife Branka was named Paragon for her achievements. All of House Kondrat joined her newly made noble House Branka and vanished with her into the Deep Roads. As time passed and it became more and more clear that Ogren had been abandoned, he became the butt of jokes throughout Orzammar. He took to drink, which didn't especially help. Drunk and humiliated, he challenged another warrior to a proving over an insult and killed him. The match was meant to be fought to first blood. As a punishment, he was stripped of his house and barred from bearing arms, the only fate worse for a warrior than exile. Yeesh. We have a map to the Deep Roads as well, which I think is enough for me to feel a sense of confidence down there. And I have to believe that he's technically with us. We're going to go with that. I just don't know enough about him to be able to trust him, and we know how to get to Carden's Cross, so. If he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Alright. More Deep Roads action. What is this? The translation of this plaque reads, "Stand forever, guard the path. Darkness grows." Okay, come on. Yes. Darkness grows, yet we hold.
Well, look what we have here. Some of Balin's new toadies. Let's show him who's king.
Boy, these people just won't learn, will they? Oh good, we have squares again, which usually means that this is gonna crash. So, we're gonna save. We're gonna go back to the main menu. We're gonna reload. It's still doing it, so I'm just gonna do this before the whole thing crashes. We're just gonna do this. We're doing this on my terms. You guys are not smart to approach me like that and fight like they are. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, there we go.
So, Shale, when you were standing there all that time, did you sleep?
I have no need to sleep. My body does not tire or do other flesh-related functions.
But don't you get bored? Wouldn't you want to dream at least?
I do not dream. This is what it does when it sleeps. It paws its nose and mumbles incoherently.
Yes, of course. I thought we all... Huh. You watch me?
I watch all closely when they are still at night. There is little else to do.
For hours and hours?
I count the breaths. It helps to overcome the overwhelming urge to crush their faces while they sleep.
Well, I won't be doing much of that anymore.
God, I love it. Oh boy. Ominous. Oh, we got some dead darkspawn. Alright. I'm sensing darkspawn! As my character so emphatically likes to say when we come across them. Hey! 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 Back here. Hey! Small bloody sack. Head in a bag. Hell yeah. Head of a demonic creature is in the bag. Body rendered into its separate part. Wait, where's the head? The ritual is very specific, as such things probably should be. Torso, head, and limbs spread amongst the deep roads. Right. A torn ritual page of indeterminate origin. The body rendered to its separate parts, spread wide, such that no life is witnessed, no heartbeat detected. In this way, the beast can remain for an age, as knowledge passes and pursuers live out their dreams. I was wrong, not Elven. Hunters didn't kill it. It allowed this? Keep the pieces apart, I guess, away from the heart. Dude, whatever this ends up being, I am pumped. Can't wait. We're gonna make a demon or something, I guess. We got 2 out of 3. I got a bag of limbs and I got a bag of head. Now we're gonna have to see what else is gonna be available to us. Bag of feet, bag of balls, bag of butts. I don't know. Who knows what alliterative bag we'll have? Bag of brains. Honestly, I could do without fighting these. This is very tedious. Okay. Glad they've been disposed of. A rune stone. Gimme, 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 gimme. The Shaper's life. The blessing of the Shaper. It is given only to those who walk with the stone. It is a path that cuts deep and a road is far from secure, but those who desire to work in memory must first honor it, document the stone, protect her, and present a new history to the memories. Only then will the blessing of the Shaper be upon you. Orzammar has carved a legacy from the stone, but history is more than the comings and goings that fill the streets. These caverns are old cuts and well-traveled. The true will of the stone is revealed far from the halls of politics and commerce. The Shaper must step away from the familiar and seek out revelations from the frontier or buried secrets from paths abandoned. The Shaper must first walk away if he is to return. Far from abandoned, the deep roads are patrolled by those who fight for Orzammar and the stone. These defenders have seen great and tragic events unfold, but they are committed to the moment, not the memory. It is the Shaper's burden to walk this path with a mind to observation. He will fight if pressed. Every dwarf owes that to the stone. But his purpose is to record, not create. Although dark and deep, the old paths are alive with deeds. Only the dedication of the Shaper can ensure that they are not lost to the memories. Good for you, Depresso. I'm glad you were able to do that. Alright, here we go. Further into the deep roads. Oh, good. You get to fight the Bronto. Back here. Freaking emissary. Get back here. Get over here. Come on. Ah. Oh shit, we lost Liliana. I'm glad we at least are stocking up on health poultices. Oh, good. Good. Love that. Love that for me. Let's get her hooked up with an injury kit. Save. Totem. Small wooden totem with figures of demons and strange beasts carved into it. Oh. I am a weary traveler. I'm already over the deep roads and we're not even that far into it. This place sucks. Littered with darkspawn.
All right.
Crosscut drifters. We found trouble, all right. Rogan's lyrium vein led right to the flank of a darkspawn horde. From the look of their kit, the spawn were weak, maybe less, from breakthrough into that blasted new highway under Orzammar. and they'd be well behind any patrols. The stone knew. She knew when she drew her chosen with a promise of ore we could taste in our bones. If all goes well, losing this cavern will kill the Darkspawn's taste for digging, and Orzammar will never know it was at risk. Will be a distant tremor, a ripple in the royal fountain. The charges are laid. We know it will work, and we know the cost. The stone has shown us the way home. From the Journal of Brunar, founding fellow, Crosscut Drifters. Bronto. There's only two things a noble will step aside for, paragons and angry Brontos, a dwarven saying. This hulking beast was originally bred by the dwarven Shaperid as a beast of burden and food source, the rough equivalent to surface oxen and cows. Some versions of Bronto have been developed as dwarven mounts, valued far more for their sure-footedness and stamina than for speed. While present within Orzammar in large numbers, some Bronto still exist in packs within the deep roads, having returned to a wild state after the fall of the dwarven kingdoms. They require remarkably little sustenance, consuming organic material from water, fungus, and even rocks. Hence the rock liquor appellation used by many dwarves to describe Bronto. And exist in primarily dormant states until provoked. An angry charging Bronto is considered to be a rather dangerous opponent. Alright, let's go this way.
Yes.
Those who return... I think it says the same thing the other one said. Broken crate. Glass phylactery. Among the jumble of containers, there is a glint of something different. A small glass phylactery sits conspicuously on its own. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. The glass fractures at your touch. Oh, what's up, man? I thought it might be you. Hi there. Oh, yeah, get it, Liliana. To Vinter Shield, Sylvanwood. Alright. Thanks, Tab. I never would have seen that otherwise. I'd have walked right
What
past
was
it.
that soup you made for supper last night?
Oh, that's a traditional Ferelden lamb and pea stew. Do you like it?
Oh, so it was lamb then. It had a certain texture I don't normally associate with lamb.
They didn't make lamb and pea stew for you in Lothering?
We ate simply there. Whole grains made into biscuits or bread, and vegetables from the garden, cooked lightly. No heavy stews.
Ah, so the last lamb you had was probably cooked Orlesian style. Food shouldn't be frilly and pretentious like that. Now, here in Ferelden, we do things right. We take our ingredients, throw them in the largest pot we can find, and cook them for as long as possible until everything is a uniform grey color. As soon as it looks completely bland and unappetizing, that's when I know it's done.
You're having me on.
Ha! You need to eat in more Ferelden inns.
Love that. Cam, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it very much. Welcome in. If you're new here, or if you came along with any of the raids tonight, if you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Mick. I'm a licensed couple and family therapist. I have a PhD in human development. This is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we play cool games like Dragon Age Origins. Talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more in an effort to destigmatize those things and bring information to people who wouldn't otherwise have it in a responsible and ethical way. I do a lot of Let's Play content where I use games to illustrate psychological concepts, to talk about mental health and relationships. I also just kind of use my therapist brain to analyze the things that happen in game. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around and hang out. I just ask that you please do not spoil or backseat, as this is a blind run. If that's not something that you can adhere to, please don't stick around. Welcome in. I hope you had a great stream, Cam. Mine's crashing. Guess we're gonna have to go to World of Warcraft graphics. This has crashed like 100 times more than Cyberpunk ever did. See if I can get away with medium. This guy running away. Holy crap. Get him, Shale. Oh, whoa, what is a shriek? Hilt of a fine elven sword. A partial inscription glows faintly in the presence of lyrium, but remains unreadable. Topsider's hilt. Topsider's honor. The fool has been following us for 3 days, but what can I do? I'm sure a city guard could lock him up for being a sodding idiot, but there's no law that says you can't seek your death in the trenches. There's no law down here at all. I said to his face that if he puts our patrol at risk, I'd split him myself, for he's quiet. I'll give him that. Topsiders usually assume the end of a blight erases the darkspawn from the world. Why does this one care that his victory just drives them back on our doorstep? It's one thing to face them up in the light. He'll cut his own shaft out of here once he fights them in the dark where they live. That or the lyrium will get him. From a Legion of the Dead field report by Lieutenant Gaunt. Darkspawn battle axe. Nice. Shale, let's get you leveled up, huh? Bravery. Killing blow. Regenerating burst. Renewed assault. Shale explodes with energy, damaging all nearby enemies who are also stunned, unless they pass a physical resistance check, in which case they are merely knocked back. Shale gains a bonus of stamina regeneration whenever Stoneheart is active. The other bonuses of that mode increase. Your enemies are even more likely to choose Shale as their target. Shale concentrates all remaining energy into one tremendous blow. If the attack connects, it is an automatic critical hit, but Shale's remaining stamina is drained and added to the attack's damage. After learning this talent, Shale gains a greater bonus to damage whenever pulverizing blows is active. Sounds good to me. Before we go down here, I want to go up to the area where we crashed. By the way, thanks for being here, friends. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for taking the time to watch this on YouTube. If you're here live with me on Twitch, I appreciate you as well. And anybody who financially supports the stream, I thank you for that. But more than anything, I'm glad you're here. And you're the best. What's the old Bronto got on it? Okay, we're good. Oh my god, this area is just so big. Can't even imagine how long it must have taken to like carve this out, you know? Oh, good, an ogre. That's just what I wanted to see. Ooh-wee. I'm really starting to think it's just straight up not worth it to even like try to unlock all these chests. Like there's just straight up nothing in them. Come over here. I don't think there's anything else over here for us. Does not appear to be the case. Rubble over here. Fractured stone over there. What up, homie? Yeah. Across the bridge. Oh, good. Good. I didn't think I'd fought enough of you yet. So many. Oh wow, did I really lose? I lost Shale? Holy crap. Oh, there's more back there. Wow. Holy crap. This area sucks. Oh my goodness gracious. Shale, are you in need of an injury kit? What happened? A wrenched limb? I got you. Alright. We didn't get a crash though. That was a lot of enemies on screen at once. Alright, now the real question is, where do I want to go? Go ahead and work on that poorly placed trap. Fractured stone. Probably doesn't have anything on. Ooh, what is this? Large flawed spirit crystal. Oh, this flow. Wait. What? Flow all the way back into the starting area? We'll find out. God, navigating this is ridiculous. Oh, I should have. Okay. Well, I should have gone down here while I could. Come back, I guess. Oh man, I wish there was fast travel down here. Oh, that's just how you straight up leave. Okay. I guess we'll work our way back. Or we'll go. Oh man, this is so interesting. So we came in this way, and then I must have just kept going down here and turned left instead. left through here. Make sure that I have everything. Oh, okay, yeah, I couldn't go any farther through here. We're just kind of retracing our steps, but that's okay because I wanted to go back down anyway. It's hauling ass. Just keep walking. So if we went this way, that's okay. So we're gonna go to the right. What's up, Andy? Hey. Now we'll go in here. We'll go check out this entire area. We'll go back out, and we'll go back around. Really wish I had a sparrow or a mount or something. Oh, hello, Ogre. Oh, God. Ogre Alpha. Good. Oh. Get up. Holy hell, man. Ugh. Dude. Oh, there we go. Attaboy, Alistair. Oh, yeah. Love that. Good show, chap. Good show. Love it. Alright. Dude, I love that Alistair does that. It's so great. What was he hiding or guarding? Some deep mushrooms, huh? All that for your mushrooms. Okie dokie. Oh, alright, so this all goes here, so we'll go up here. We'll go through the tunnel that's over here, and then we'll keep it moving. So much to explore down here. What is this? Small bloody sack. Here we go. Another bloody sack to get myself involved with. Alright, bloody sack. Torso in a bag. Body rendered into its separate parts. Spread wide such that no life is witnessed, no heartbeat detected. In this way, the beast can remain for an age as knowledge passes. Pursuers live out their lives. Might not be elven, might be human, doesn't matter. We can still follow directions. Torso, head, and limbs bagged and dispersed. Quest updated. You have found the grisly remains of some of the Fade Beast, one that may have intentionally dismembered itself. Comparing the notes suggests the carving was done in the deep roads near Carradon's Cross. Okay. Okay. More stuff to fight. Can't wait. Yeah. What if that lady's son is like a demon that dismembered itself down here? And I gotta go back to her and just hand her all these bloody sacks. So many of these. Holy cow. Deep Stalker Matriarch. Hey. Will all your babies leave me alone if I kill you? I like how that tiny little Deep Stalker Matriarch's got a thing of chainmail on it. Sarcophagus, dwarven heavy gloves, diamond maul. Ooh, a diamond maul. Rubble. Crosscut drifters. We found trouble, all right. Rogan's lyrium vein led right to the flank of a darkspawn horde. Wait, I already read that one, didn't I? Fools and renegades, a lot of them. We accept that there is a time for ordered and educated treasure hunting, but not when a foundation remains to be cut. What fortunes have they made? What houses have they elevated? The minor veins they've traced have satisfied neither this assembly nor their own gambler's thirst. Their actions can only grow more erratic and undisciplined, and while no incidents have been reported, they will eventually undermine the stability of a major passage. It is the opinion of this assembly that prospecting be restricted until we can be certain of the stability of the deep roads. These crosscut drifters can find their fortune in trade. Let animals burrow wherever their nose points them. Dwarves are meant to excavate by careful degrees. From an assembly memorandum. I don't like that they combine the codex stuff like that because it's hard to remember what I read and what I haven't. But whatever. All right, let's get out of here. So actually, let's level up Alistair. What do I need? I need his dexterity. I think I need his dexterity up. We'll skip that for now. Holy Smite? Hell yeah. Alright, Orton Tig. Hey, a smaller Tig has been abandoned to the Darkspawn. Area unlocked, Orton Tig. It's the deep roads
Tell me
again,
something.
but blue.
Do you feel pain when you get hit in combat?
This is when it squeals loudly and spurts blood about. This is when it feels pain.
Maybe. I've seen you take some bad hits. Don't you feel anything?
Anger, rage even, perhaps a little distress. Is this pain?
I'm not sure. I don't think I call it distress exactly. It's more...
For me, it is more...
That sounds more like a bowel movement. I mean, sharp, stabbing... Like that?
No, nothing like that.
No? Huh. Good to know.
Reminds me of the castle. Ah. More Darkspawn. Corpses. Spider alert. Tell you, man, BioWare knows how to make spiders. That's for sure. They are just a little too realistic.
Yes.
Oh, that one's running away. I wonder where it could be running away to. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Oh, good. Alistair, you do your thing, buddy. I'm just gonna be over here killing spiders. Oh no, not again. You eight-legged freaks! Also, I had no idea that Eight-Legged Freaks is really like a spoof comedy or whatever. I always thought that movie was supposed to be serious. Alright, Darkspawn and spiders. They don't get along very well, apparently. Also, the diversity of spiders in this game, pretty impressive. Like, leave no spider unrepresented in this game. Also, apparently these spiders have bones. They don't have exoskeletons in Dragon Age. Actual bones. Large chipped lightning crystal. Okay. This area is just so big. Codex updated. Topsider's honor. The stone take this topsider as she would welcome her own. He was born to air and sky, but has served the deep roads better than a native son. Many will see another day because he fought at their side and fell in their stead. We don't know his rights, and I fear the loss of his family blade may cause unrest on whatever journey he faces, but we know him as a brother in blood, and extend that to which is sacred to us. Willem Trialmont, if the path home is dark, the stone is honored to have you in the foundation. Epitaph for Willem Trialmont, 7-5 Storm. Okay. Shall go up. I never use this view. I'm not a big fan of isometric games like this. Those of you that want me to play Disco Elysium, this is the closest I'm ever going to get. And I'm already done. Okay, follow the spider. Oh no, a web in the way. Giant poisonous spiders are little weenies. Oh god. Oh god. That is like the worst thing ever. Oh man, having a spider on top of you like that. Ooh. Ooh, baby. I don't really mind spiders that much, but that would be enough to put me under. What the hell is this? Indignant spirit? What? I'm fighting ghosts of dwarves now? Shale! This is getting weirder and weirder. Yeah, why isn't Shale this big? Oh no, Shale talked about getting reduced in size over time. Shale used to be that big. We have fought so many things down here.
I've never heard of any village out this way.
Oh, there's Ruck.
Place even on a proper map.
I don't even know Alistair. Wait, that's Ruck. Hey, Ruck, where you going, buddy? Buddy.
There's nothing for you here. It's mine. I've claimed it.
Who are you, and what are you doing down here?
You've come to take my claim. You surfaces are all alike. Thieving scoundrels. Well, I found it first. Be gone, you. You'll bring the Dark Ones back, you will. They'll crunch your bones. It's my claim, not yours. Crunch your bones!
Oh man, well. Okay, so we're going to talk about Ruck for a second. I don't have a ton of information on him, but there's probably good reason why he is presenting the way that he is, given the environment that he's in. Isolation, social isolation for prolonged periods of time is really terrible for humans, and in this case, a dwarf. In fact, it is so terrible for us that it is used as severe, arguably inhumane punishment when people are put into solitary confinement. Because we are relational in nature. Our brain engages with other people. The connections that we foster through dialogue, through the sharing of ideas, through shared experiences is incredibly helpful to diversifying the mind and keeping things novel and allowing you to remain with a sense of like consciousness of what's going on around you in more meaningful ways. Being put in social isolation, whether by force or in this case like just by circumstance, the best metaphor that I can give for how awful it is it's essentially like intrapsychic incest. What I mean by that is that when we talk, the reason that we tend to not condone incest is because you have all sorts of problems with inbreeding with a lack of genetic diversity. You start reusing the same genes over and over and over, you're more likely to get recessive copies and all sorts of problems. That's essentially what happens when people are isolated over prolonged periods of time, is you're not diversifying what you're interacting with. You're only interacting with yourself. So your thought gene pool, so to speak, loses its diversity and becomes increasingly simplistic and erratic and odd and redundant, and there is a loss of novelty. So the only novelty you're going to have is whatever you drum up, and sometimes that can get way out there. And because you don't have any point of reference for all of that via other social interactions, you start to get pulled down a wormhole that leads to you presenting in a very not so ideal way. And it's really a shame. So that's why social isolation is really dangerous and bad. You know, when people say like, I love being by myself. Yeah, but being by yourself and still having access to people is different than pure social isolation. Pure social isolation is torture, and it can ruin people's minds. And so Ruck may be experiencing that. This guy's been down here for a long time. Yeah. Altar of Sundering. The altar in front of you, though broken, tingles with energy. Place the body parts on the... Ooh. The scratching should be unreadable, but meaning swims in your head as though whispered. The limbs were meat, the torso but a vessel, the head all but as necessary. The heart separate keeps life. The heart, safe from the blade, can be restored. The heart waits in the fade. Oh boy. Place the body parts on the altar.
You have restored that which was cut asunder, and revealed my hiding place. Speak your intention. Seek you vengeance or reward?
Whoa. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is good or bad. Can you help me kill the Darkspawn? I don't know what he is. Holy shit. I don't know what to do. I don't know what he is. Oh man. Oh man. He's being nice to me. He's giving me a choice. It's not like he didn't auto attack me like everybody else down here does. And I don't want to judge a book by its cover. Like, just because he looks kind of big and scary doesn't mean that he's necessarily bad. Reward me. Oh, man. I don't know what he is. He didn't fight me. Seek you vengeance or reward? Reward me.
So be it. You are rewarded, and I shall toy with this realm another day.
25 gold. Whatever. Hey, he was nice to me. And honestly, if I've got a demon's favor and it means maybe he lets me go when he's tormenting everything else, I'll take it. I don't know. I've never actually seen a demon like that. And how do I know that he's not absolutely gonna wreck my face? You know? If I have an opportunity to save my skin there, I'm gonna do it. These guys like to scream, don't they? Oh my god. Guys, you don't need to scream. I see you. I know you're here. I know you want to fight. I don't need battle cries. Juliana's draining my resources over here. What did I do to trigger that? I picked up a bunch of bags of body parts. Put it on the altar. Okay. They were just laying on the ground, Andy. And just hanging out on the ground in bloody sacks in the deep roads. If you want to know exactly where they were, you could watch the VODs, but I don't remember exactly where they all were, but they were all in the deep roads. Alright, let's go find our pal Ruck here. Ruck, what's up, man?
Go away. This is mine. Only I gets to plunder its riches.
I just want to talk to you, man.
No! No talking! You leave my territory!
Not here to steal anything, man. I promise.
You won't take anything from Ruck? You won't take his shiny worms? Or pretty rocks?
I just want to talk. I won't take anything.
Oh. Ruck not mind that, maybe.
Okay. So your name is Ruck. I'm going to take this slow, because I don't know what I'm working with. I could potentially be the first social interaction he's had in years. So I am not going to assume that he has the same level of social acumen that I have. So we're going to start simple with things that he knows. Create a sense of comfort and some familiarity here. Make it seem like this isn't a competition, but more so just a conversation. And then we'll build from there. Really important to start simple in this instance. I'm not assuming he's stupid. I'm just assuming, again, his context. Remember, you got to work with the context of the people that you are in the midst of. And he is presenting in a way that would suggest that he has not had social interaction in quite some time.
Yes, Ruck's my name. I do not hear it much, so sometimes I like to speak it out loud. Ruck! Ruck! Ruck!
Right? As I was talking about, again, he doesn't have diversity of social interaction at this point, so he has to manufacture it. I think I met your mother. Is her name Filda?
No filter, no mother, no warm blanket and stew and pillow and soft words. Ruck doesn't deserve good memories. No.
Oh boy. Where did he learn that? Ruck doesn't deserve good memories. You know, this is a great example. I don't know that this is the case for him specifically, but this is a great chance for me to illustrate the way in which we carry our narratives from our family of origin, or from our context of origin. We as children, and up into our teens and adulthood, we learn things from the people around us, in particular our caretakers and people who are close to us. And we learn in two ways. We learn based on what is explicitly shown and told to us, and we learn by what we inductively reason based on the things that happen to us when we're young, and we start to get into deductive reasoning as we get older into our late teens. Ruck doesn't deserve good memories is something that Ruck learned and now perpetuates without the people who pushed him to learn that in his midst. And this is something that all of us tend to do. You learn certain things and then you start to believe that they're true, because as a child you don't have any reason not to believe that they're true. And what you will often find is that in adulthood there are many adults who will perpetuate that. They essentially carry internalized versions of the people that taught them those things, and as a way to either honor them, keep them around, they will perpetuate those narratives, sometimes unknowingly, sometimes knowingly. Very important for us to separate ourselves from those narratives and come to understand them as exterior narratives that we are choosing to carry with us and respond to, which means we no longer have to do that if it doesn't behoove us to do so. Ruck saying, I don't deserve good memories, would be something that likely leads to him self-harming, pushing away from healthy stuff, and that's not good for him. So we would want to get into a space of saying, Ruck, where did you learn that? Do you believe that? If it isn't you that determined that, what would you like to believe about yourself in good memories? Really starting to build that up so that people can start to see their own narratives juxtaposed against narratives that they learned, and internally hold the people accountable who shoved those narratives in, so that you are empowered to make your own. You do not have to perpetuate narratives that were drilled into you when you were a child. Depending on how hard they were drilled into you makes it that much harder to separate them, and that's where a good therapist is really going to be able to help out. But it's something for all of us to consider. How did you end up here? Or, well, your mother misses you. She asked me to find you.
She did not know. Not what I did. I was very, 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 very angry, and then someone was dead, and they wanted to send Ruck to the mines. If I went to the mines, she would know. Everyone would know. So I came here instead. Once you eat, once you takes in the darkness, you not miss the light so much. You know, do you not? Ruck sees.
Oh,
he sees
no.
the darkness inside you.
Oh, no. He must have eaten Darkspawn. He didn't die. Which is interesting. Like, technically, that makes him a Grey Warden. Technically, he survived consuming Darkspawn. Blood, muscle, or otherwise. But he's potentially losing it because of it. Boy, that is a frightening thought.
I means nothing by it.
How did you survive here?
When the Dark Ones were here, I kept to the shadows. They don't look in the shadows, not if you're quiet. Not if you eat their flesh. Then the Dark Ones think you're one of them. They leave you alone. But now they're gone.
Dark Ones went.
I think they went south. Far, far to the south. That is where the Dark Master calls them.
Wow, he can
After
hear
the
it.
Dark Master awoke. He called his children and they all went. I wanted to go too and gaze upon his beauty.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. So he's literally hearing the Archdemon. Wow. Where's the Master now, do you know?
He stopped calling. I wish I could go see him, but Ruck... No, Ruck is a coward.
Did you get here?
Too long ago. I must think. 5 years? 6? Ruck no longer remembers the smells and sights of the city.
I mean, it is potentially incredibly dangerous to bring him back to Orzammar.
I will answer your questions.
Find anything unusual at this camp?
Bits of things, but only bits. The crawlers took almost everything. They take things of steel and things of paper. They take the shinies and the words. They bring to the great nest, the nest they makes for the eggs. They puts the shinies inside, they do.
Anything
Ruck
to trade?
has some things from the camp. Sometimes the webs. You give him shiny coins, no?
Oh, wow, he has quite a lot of things. Armor of the Divine Will. Dwarven large round shield. Will you buy some stuff from me, Ruck? Do you got shiny stuff? Wow. Well, this is... You found Ruck in the Lost Dwarven Tigers of the Deep Roads. He survived for years, scavenging from the ruins and eating the dead darkspawn that litter the place. Sadly, the poison in darkspawn blood completely destroyed his mind, leaving him a wretched husk of a person. Fido would weep to see him this way. Sure she would.
You are back? Not to take Ruck's claim, right? Not to steal from Ruck. No.
I should go.
I have done what you wished. Ruck answered your questions.
Yes, you did fine.
Then you will go? You will leave Ruck to his claim?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna... I mean, he doesn't seem to be particularly miserable. It's sad. Stone take this topsider as she would welcome her own. He was born to air and sky, but has served the deep roads better than a native son. Many will see another day because he fought at their side and fell in their stead. We don't know his rights, and I fear the loss of his family blade may cause unrest in whatever journey he faces, but we know him as a brother in blood and extend that to which is sacred us. I swear, Mortavold, I have never seen the like. This elf fought like a man possessed. His strikes were light and did not echo on the stone like those of our greatest, but the precision was that of a shaper carving a memory across the darkspawn. Damned if we didn't raise our glasses to him last eve and share stories of honored family. With a topsider in the lyrium glow, he looked no more out of place than any of us. It makes me think of Cousin Byrne. I wonder how he fares on the surface. I think if he sends another letter, I will read it. Ties of kin should be stronger than where we choose to do business. Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna let him just kind of hang out down here and do his thing. He's not hurting anybody. And we'll tell his mom. I'm not gonna make a call on ending his life unless he specifically consents to it. He says to me, kill me. Orton Records. This ancient registry is preserved in some kind of wax. It charts births, marriages, and deaths within House Orton. The most recent date is from 400 years ago. You search the lost Orton Tig and retrieve some old records. Bring them to Orta in the Shaper Raid. Alright, cool. We are rocking and rolling. More spiders. Good point, Jareth. That we drink the blood once, and he's literally been living on the flesh for 5 years. It's a very good point. Alrighty. More spiders. Whatever that AoE thing that Alistair has, hell yeah. There are more spiders here than all Australia. I mean, we are technically down under right now. In the world of Ferelden. Corrupted Spider Queen. This thing sucks. Oh, okay. Cool. You can just... What are you doing? Would you please use this when I ask you to? Thank you. Where's Mama Spider? There she is. God, stop running away. Ah! Oh my God. It's outrageous. So many goddamn spiders. Thank you. Yes. Holy shit. Large darkspawn shield, silkweave gloves, bloodline, red steel. Whoa, yeah. Wowzers. Okay. Me too, Spartan. I don't like these game mechanics either, but... Alright, what is this? Ace. Commander's Helm. Bronca's journal.
Yes.
This looks like someone's journal. The cover is battered and torn, but intact. As you leaf through the desiccated pages, the text catches your eye. We found evidence today that the Anvil of the Void was not built on the Orton Tig. We will go south to the Dead Trenches. The Anvil is somewhere beyond. My soldiers tell me I am mad, that the Dead Trenches are crawling with Darkspawn, that we will surely die before we find the Anvil, if we find it. I leave this here in case they're right. If I die in the trenches, perhaps someone can yet walk past my corpse and retrieve the Anvil. For if it remains lost, so do we all. If I have not returned and Orgrin yet lives, tell him, no, what I have to say should be for his ears alone. This is my farewell. Oh, I wish she would have written that so that I could know, because I'm a curious little guy. A cocoon. What's in the cocoon? Smith's heart. Hey, he did tell me that they put shiny things in the cocoons. God, how would you even know which way is south down here? I guess we're gonna find out, because something tells me that that's where the Dead Trenches is. So we're gonna go find Bronca in part 20. YouTube, thank you so much for taking the time to watch part 19. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. It was an absolute blast hanging out with you. Thank you for supporting this playthrough and all my other playthroughs. As always, leaving a like on the stream, commenting, all that fun stuff. Subscribing to the channel helps immensely. Also, tell people about it if you think anybody would enjoy watching these playthroughs, having them on as a podcast in the background when they get work done or what have you. Please make sure you let them know about it. It really helps. We are getting more and more subs every day, and it is super encouraging. And I plan to do this for lots of different games, so if you're binging this far out in the future, I'll see you in part 20. If you're following along live as they come out, we'll get it out to you as soon as we can, as always. But I really do appreciate all of you immensely. I don't claim to have the truth for all this stuff. I just lend my thoughts and my ideas, and I hope that you continue to find them to be interesting to listen to. But I appreciate you all, YouTube. Make sure you follow all the links down in the description, including Discord, where I make announcements about the channel. And I'll catch you on the next one.